careful what you wish for, Pac-12 and University of California Board of Regents. Be careful what you wish for. Welcome to episode 97 of College Football's Peek Around the Corner with your host, Greg Flugar. We're going to be talking about the tweet that Dodd, CBS Sports reporter, college football reporter, just sent out this morning, talking about what's going to happen if University of California Board of Regents actually blocks UCLA from joining the Big Ten in 2024. Please smash that like button if you like our content. Please share the video with your family and friends and subscribe to our ever-growing channel. Thank you so much. Let's not waste any more time. Let's get to it. Dodd, CBS Sports, sends out this tweet. Be careful what you wish for. It was strongly suggested to me that if UCLA is forced to stay in the Pac-12, common sense move is Big Ten has to fulfill that media rights contract. It would go to get the likes of Oregon and Washington, maybe more, and effectively collapse the Pac-12. I'm going to dissect this tweet. I'm going to tell you what I think it all means. And from our perspective, from our intel at Peek Around the Corner, I want you to put down your comments down in the comments section below this video. We're also going to be doing a live show tonight on Tuesday night during the selection, the playoff selection committee, as they put out their rankings. We're going to be doing a real-time reaction. We're also going to be talking about this issue, so you can join us tonight as well. Dodd, be careful what you wish for. It was strongly suggested to me that if UCLA is forced to stay in the Pac-12, first of all, let's just take that. Strongly suggested to Dodd. Was this a shot across the bow from the Big Ten? Did the Big Ten leak something to Dodd? Maybe so. Maybe so. I'm not saying it actually happened, but maybe it did. But what do you expect? What do you expect? The Big Ten just to sit back and do nothing at all with this whole situation? So yes, maybe the Big Ten leaked or didn't leak to Dodd. Maybe they're preparing to leak to some other reporter. But they're about to go on the offensive here, at least with the messaging. And look what it says. It was strongly suggested to me that if UCLA is forced to stay. So forced to stay could be being blocked, outright blocked from joining the Pac-12, or forced to stay could be the University of California Board of Regents put such a heavy toll tax on UCLA to move to the Big Ten, to tax them so much that it would force them to stay in the Pac-12. In other words, it could be an outright block or a toll tax that's just too high for UCLA to pay yearly, that they wouldn't have any benefits to move to the Pac-10. Common sense move is Big Ten has to, capitalize HAS, has to fulfill that media rights contract. They would. And it would go get the likes of Oregon and Washington. Not Oregon or Washington. Oregon and Washington, in parentheses, maybe more, effectively collapse the Pac-12. If the Big Ten, now remember, the Big Ten wanted to expand. UCLA and USC called the Big Ten separately. Fox Sports was all a-go with this, right? They wanted to lock up the city of Los Angeles, to make it a Big Ten city. The Big Ten boosters, the money perch wanted this to happen to the point where they leaked information to me saying that USC called the Big Ten. We put that out on March 31st, and you know the rest of the story. Boosters wanted Los Angeles City to become a Big Ten city. The Big Ten presidents wanted UCLA and USC. And if they can't get all of Los Angeles, they're going to get something more from the Pac-12 country. So Oregon and Washington. It didn't say Oregon or Washington. Oregon and Washington and maybe more. Be careful what you wish for, Pac-12. Be careful what you wish for, University of California Board of Regents. It was reported in the New York Times just a few days ago, and we had an episode on it here at Peek Around the Corner. The deal with UCLA and the Big Ten, it would only take $15 million, according to this report, to break the deal to separate UCLA contractually with the Big Ten at this point in time, and the Pac-12 would be willing to pay for it. The University of California Board of Regents has kicked their decision down the road to December 14th, with basically kneecaps George Kliavkoff and his ability to negotiate. And now you can see in this tweet alone that the Big Ten has had enough of this. A shot across the bow. It's highly probable this was leaked to Dennis Dodd from the Big Ten. Maybe not. Maybe not. But I wouldn't doubt for a second that the Big Ten will start to leak. To say, if you do this, if you block UCLA, we're coming after more from the Pac-12. And that is why I come back to this point. University of California Board of Regents really truly hurt the Pac-12 and George Kliavkoff by delaying their decision, because it's unfathomable that George Kliavkoff has any leverage in negotiations with Amazon and ESPN. We talked about this on our live show last night. How can George Kliavkoff negotiate when he doesn't know if UCLA is in or out? How could he negotiate with Amazon and ESPN with the scenario that UCLA is not leaving the conference, that they remain in the conference, that there'll be those 10 Pac-12 schools, plus UCLA 11, plus San Diego State 12, when everybody knows, and they better know this by now, if UCLA is blocked and has to stay in the Pac-12, there are other Pac-12 teams that will be leaving, going to the Big Ten. Big Ten's not going to just stay there and do nothing. That's why George Kliavkoff cannot negotiate with this looming question over if UCLA is going to be able to move to the Big Ten or not. University of California Board of Regents did George Kliavkoff no favors. The University of California no favors. The Pac-12 no favors. UCLA no favors. Big Ten, they want UCLA. They want the whole enchilada, the whole city of Los Angeles to be Big Ten country. And if they can't get it, they're going for more. Oregon and Washington, and maybe more, quite possibly more. I don't think you would just go with USC, Oregon, and Washington and have an odd number of schools. But who knows at this point? Who knows at this point? Be careful what you wish for. I think we're going to be hearing more from the Big Ten, from other leaks. If this wasn't a leak, okay, the first leak of the Big Ten will be happening very soon. They're not going to just sit here, as we've been talking about here at Peek Around the Corner, they're not going to just sit here with the 15-school composition Big Ten and USC be the only school on the island out in the Pacific Coast. So if UCLA is blocked, or if they're taxed too much where they can't go to the Big Ten is coming. They're coming for more. Put down your thoughts in the comment section below the video. I gave you mine. Again, Dennis Dodd. Be careful what you wish for. It was strongly suggested to me, if UCLA is forced to stay in the Pac-12, common sense move as Big Ten has to fulfill that media rights contract. It would go get the likes of Oregon and Washington, maybe more effectively collapse the Pac-12. Until next time. From all of us at Peek Around the Corner, to all of you, please, you all take care of each other. The expansion door, the Big Ten expansion door, could be wide open again very, very soon. Thank you so very much.